Howdy, Steve. My name is Ray Lacan, and this short presentation is my way of introducing myself and, welcoming you to OCATS. You know, in real life, I'm not much of what you'd call a cartoon, or toon for short, but in a world where business is driven at the speed of software, well, sir, I figure there are just some messages that are carried best by a tune. And you ain't just whistling Dixie there either. Okay, but if I ain't whistling it, then just where does this message come from? Well, sir, it comes from me, and, I come from Nolan Smith, who just happens to lead the greatest support team of all time, the Invincible Nokia Superheroes. We support the Nokia 3G, 4G, and 5G mobility EMS platforms. All right, but who are you? Well, I'm sure more than a pretty face. I'm a technologist. Right, I'll bite. What exactly is that? Glad you asked. It's a guy who wears a lot of different hats, and who took a long time collecting them all. Well, maybe not quite that long. Let's just say I've been around the industry for a while, and I've picked up some trades along the way. Trades? Sounds more like a traveling salesman to me. Well, a technologist who can't persuade, cajole, or argue their case? I ask you, what use are they? So yes, indeed, the art of salesmanship is certainly one of my hats, but here are a few more traditional ones. Software developer, subject matter expert in programming languages. C, Java, Perl, Python, HTML, HTML5, SQL, JavaScript, Flash, and just about every scripting language you can think of, from C Shell Bash to K Shell Bourne Shell. Support engineer, Element Management Systems Mobility, Nokia 3G WMS NPO, Nokia 4G LTE SAM NPO, Tellabs Broadband Panorama, Tellabs Mobility Backhaul MetroWatch. I also hold industry standard certifications in systems administration, database administration, network administration, and security administration. And I'm adding more to that list every day. In a former life, I was hardware tech support for the old telco analog and digital switching systems, 1A ESS, 5 ESS, and the good old DMS 100. Yikes, that's sure a lot of words. But what does it all mean? It means I bring a certain perspective to technology. As a support engineer, there's a quantifiable competitive advantage in understanding how software systems are internally constructed and maintained. This pays off in technical product discussions with our vendors regarding new features or enhancements, in meetings with the vendors' development teams, and in everyday operations and product support. You might say I provide system support from the inside out. Yeah, well, you know what? It's still a bit dry, Ray. Dress it up a bit. Okay, I bring the X factor to my job. Yep, I just now connected the dots. It must have been the X factor that allowed me to complete my bachelor's and master's in computer science and management as an older guy, competing against the best and brightest minds from all over the world, yet graduating magna cum laude.
Magna cum laude? That's Latin meaning, if you folks drive home after the show, be sure and use a car.
But seriously, folks, once you blow the dust off an academic laurel, it only measures how well you can do three things. First, determine what is important to someone else. Second, adaptively learn new material fast. And third, manage your time under pressure. But wait, there must be more. X usually travels with Y, doesn't it? It's a guy thing. Okay, the Y factor. Well, I'm also pretty good with words. Yeah, I've been known to flip a mean phrase or two in my time. In fact, some might call me a motivational speaker. Others just call it style. Me, I just prefer to recite rather than repeat. So, here's a short, albeit loud, example.
We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother, be he ne'er so vile. This day shall gentle his condition, and gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here, and hold their manhoods cheap, whilst any speaks that fought with us upon St. Crispin's Day.
And I also write under the pen name Shakespeare. Joking. Well, if I'm to bring this in under budget and on time, it's a wrap. May I conclude with Einstein's famous theory, where he proved without a shadow of a doubt that time is money. And I'd like to thank you for spending some of yours with me.